Yo.
Legends assemble. We are live. We are live here with the AvatarShawn. Shawn, Legends, say hello to the masses.
What up, Shawn?
You are live.
What's up?
What's up?
It's I'm in the center, all right.
Yes, you're in the
Absolutely.
center. Yeah.
The guest is always the center of it.
Yeah, we make the NickyBato sandwich.
Yeah.
Right
so
here.
before we get into serious topics, I just want to. Did you guys notice?
No,
wait, hang on. I gotta mute Twitch. I'm gonna fucking confuse the shit out of myself.
Yeah.
Did you guys notice?
Your haircut?
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a fantastic
but
haircut.
what's weird about that is I didn't just get here though.
Yeah,
Like,
but I
we've
had
been
to...
hanging out for like 45 minutes.
Yes, but if I didn't tell you for the first time now, you wouldn't have as much of a genuine smile when I told you.
Okay, that's true. I still would have had the smile. You just wouldn't have seen it. Because you were driving, your eyes had to be on the road.
That's true. Well, how could I have seen your
And
hair?
you know what? The more I think about it, I don't think my hairline's receding. I think my forehead's getting bigger. So that doesn't,
Yeah.
Growing?
that doesn't count. That's fine. That's fair play.
Oh my goodness. Shawn, thank you so much for joining us. Shawn, do you like Nick's haircut?
Yeah, I think he should go for the classic like monk bald head cut on the front. I think he
Like-
could rock it, dude.
Like what? Like the That 70s Show got? Like Red Foreman?
I don't even know what Shawn. Shawn, it was great having you.
Yeah, if you guys want, before our guest Shawn takes off for the night, you can use the chat command !guest to find Shawn on social media. Check out his Twitter profile with a lot of we say thoughts from the brain, and in Shawn's case, a very, very big brain and a special brain, an awesome brain. We love hearing everything you have to say, Shawn.
Thanks.
It
Yeah,
is
my
very
pleasure.
thought-provoking, dude.
Shawn has
Oh, yeah.
Shawn, what's your favorite ism or is?
My favorite ism.
Yeah.
Dude, it sounds like you're asking like, dude, what's your favorite like rap artist from the '90s? Dude, like, which ism do you fuck with, dude? You fuck with
You're
East Coast
very-
or West Coast?
You're very well read. You know all the isms.
Yeah.
Dude, I really, I fuck with distributism. Shout out to my Catholics.
No, let's break that down.
Before we break it down, let's say hello to the legends in chat. We have Krebs in here. New name Krebs. Dcarbs33 legend. Welcome. Your name change has befuddled Nick. It's befuddled me too. I didn't know that it
You
was.
didn't even notice he changed it.
Yeah, why isn't it Madrone?
I see people. I don't see just names. I don't see words on a screen. I see people. And we have Rock Bato in here. Nice catch, KC legend. Thank you guys so much for coming through.
So distributism.
Distributism. What is distributism?
Oh, that's a dumb thing no one believes in. It's like this thing from like the 19th century of like socially progressive Catholics. I only thought about it because like there's this thing that the Pope released that says like the current Pope should be clear. He's like, Christianity's like compatible with Marxism or something. I just skimmed it, but then it's like man, dude, what happened to distributism, dude? That was like your guys' thing. It's like fucking dude, Marxism.
Somewhere along the line there, the guy, he's just like, F it.
Yeah, it's like we try. No one cares about that.
Can we do a wiki dive of distributism?
You want to do a wiki dive?
I want to see if I fuck with it. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
It's just like, oh, everyone should own their own property and like shit like that. It's like libertarianism, but like Catholic.
Gotcha. Yeah, here, we'll pull it up on the big screen. And Follow Me 87 just followed us.
Oh, shit.
Thank you for the follow. You're dripping with me show
Yeah.
now. Here
You're
we
here
go.
for me.
We got we have the Wikipedia page up for distributism.
Now
right
this is fun because in the ideology it says it has fascism right next to feminism, and I feel like I would be a fascist feminist. That's where I would stand. I love my women, but I also love
I think
Do anything I want.
fascist feminism should be like women's on top and everyone else is on bottom.
Oh, I like
think that's
that.
what
No, I
should-
can
yeah.
get behind that. Totally.
Yeah, well, a lot of people can get behind
Yeah.
that.
That actually sounds like a perfectionismist.
Yeah, like why is it called fascism?
The way I said it, I sounded like that Joe dude from Mad Max Fury Road.
I thought you were gonna say that Joe dude from the Joe Rogan show.
That guy.
It's like, dude, I kind of sound like Joe Rogan right now. I want to toot my own horn.
Tex, thank you for the follow as well, Legend. You were dripping with me, Show. Thank you so much for pulling up and dropping the follow. Really appreciate you. Let's dive into this distributism. And Krebs asks, Sean, do you know whose birthday it is today? I know someone whose birthday it is today, and you're never gonna guess. Krebs sub, just to hammer it home that we need that question. Thank you for the resub, Dylan.
I think I know what birthday you're talking about.
I'll tell you whose birthday it is. You'll never guess.
Tell me.
My gunkle's birthday.
No way.
It is.
God, he finds a way every episode.
finds a
It's
way.
not your uncle's birthday.
It is 100%. We had a cake. I have
Every
leftover
episode.
cake in the freezer.
Okay.
Sean, I wish we could share it with you.
Yeah, next time I gotta
Your
fly out,
uncle
dude.
who exists.
Yeah.
Has a birthday.
I love my uncle is moved from legend to myth now.
Your uncle's like a fake ID. You have facts memorized about him.
The only thing I know about your uncle is that he does Reiki.
Yeah, he does do Reiki. It's funny. That was just like it almost seems like a fad now. He hasn't done Reiki in ages, but maybe that's because I just wanted him to do other stuff because he's just built up in my head. But Sean, where are you from? Not to dox you.
I'm from the 808 state.
The 808 state. Nicky
Yeah, there's
B.
808 states. Little
The
known fact.
808th state. Do you know the 808?
Hawaii?
Hawaii.
Yes,
Figured,
sir.
yeah.
Yes. And the last time you were on the mainland, you didn't come visit. What the heck? The mainland is basically as big as Hawaii.
Yeah, dude, I was
Travelable by car. You said it.
I was walking around looking.
It's the same principle.
Yeah, dude, I went to like every white person I saw. I was like, "Do you know who NickyBato is?" I'm trying to find them.
He was doing what Peter Griffin was doing in Family Guy when he said, "Hey, it's Jackie Chan." Every single white guy,
Yeah, that was me to every white guy. So I'm like, "Dude, are you Nick
And
from
the Ethan
NickyBato?"
Love it. Oh man, but Sean, what was the last thing you came to the mainland for?
I went to see my auntie die.
Oh, I thought it was the Baby Metal concert. Damn, sorry.
Oh, actually, that is the last time I went. One is clearly more memorable than the other. I wonder why.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm very sorry, Sean. But
Oh.
where'd you see Baby Metal? Do you know who Baby Metal is, Nick? Have you ever listened to them?
No.
They're like
They're the best band of all time.
they're called like what is it called? Like Kawaii Metal?
Oh, I don't know. They're just metal dudes. Stop making up terms.
There it is. They're called Kawaii Metal. They invented their own genre. Boom, right here. Here it is. So it's
Yeah, that's just to lure in the white crowd, okay,
that's
dude.
true.
They're
That's
just-
true. That's like okay, weebs sign up here. It's like that's what they published that term for.
Yeah, no, I went on like it was like a joint concert tour they're doing with that band from the Cartoon Network. Oh, I guess the Adult Swim show Metalocalypse. I don't know if any of you guys watched that.
Death Clock?
Yeah, well, the show's called Metalocalypse.
No, I know. No, I know. You're right. I'm just saying the band name. That's Death Clock. I'm asking. It's Death Clock.
Yeah,
right?
the band name is Dead Clock. Yeah.
So it is because in my head I was like, I've never been to a Death Clock concert or whatever. Is it just based on the show? It is the band from the show. What is it?
Yeah, it's just the band, the real band, I guess, and they play the songs, but in like the back they'll have like this giant fucking projector, and they're playing like the music videos from the show.
Oh,
that was pretty fun. But like I forgot how graphic the fucking videos were because I saw them when I was like too young to be watching that show.
You were a boy.
I just remember the show was really fun. Then I'm like, it's no big deal. I don't care. But then like I remember before I've seen these videos of the fucking guys getting like fucking guts and shit blowing up, and like there's scenes where some dude gets a blowjob and stuff. It's like, dude, I remember I was like, dude, when I walked in here, there were parents with their kids. who came in here. And I fucking look around and it's like, dude, like, is there? I try to see what the fuck the kids are acting, and I see one kid and like the parents have a fucking towel over the head like the whole time Dead Clock is performing.
Well, do you recognize this at all, Nick? This is like an Adult Swim show, but they're like a real life band. I mean, they are.
Scooby-Doo, idiot.
Oh, so true. So, well, this brings me to my first topic, and that is when someone says someone's a good songwriter, you think that's just a crutch? Do you think that has any place to just say like it's like a good song? What do you think is the most important thing in a song is the sound, right? Or do you think that's songwriting?
That's kind of, I have an unpopular take about that. I can like a song that sounds like shit if it's written well.
So you're like literally the opposite.
But I think if you're talking about an artist who writes and sings their own music, right? And the only thing you comment on is their songwriting ability, it probably means they're a bad musician, right?
I feel like it's the cheat code because making sounds and boop boops and whatever is more accessible now that anyone can write a poem thinks they can make a song.
Right.
And a lot of people who think they can write a poem cannot write
a poem.
either.
Okay, I promise you, you're not doing it. I promise you, this is not it. But it just seems like a trick they're playing on the world. I don't get it. I don't know. When people are talking about the world, like the best like songwriters, like have you ever heard that song, the Makeba song or whatever? It's like that song that's like ooh Makeba, whatever.
No.
Makeba is like a name. I'm gonna play it and then I think you guys will recognize
We'll get copyrighted.
I'm just gonna play it for a little bit. I'll mute it during the thing because it has to be played. But to me, it's kind of like, here, let me pull up the music video for this and just play a snippet of it. I'm just gonna play the part where they go ooh wee.
Yeah, we're doing Teens React now.
Yeah, we're doing Here it is. I'm giving you an example right here, Krebs. A beautiful song that who knows what's going on in the song. And it's a good song, but it's just like, I don't know what they're saying. Makeba, I guess, is a person's name.
But they're saying nothing. So, like, wouldn't you say like
I think that's a better song than anything Phoebe Bridgers has ever made.
But think about like Ariana Grande, who's so talented, but can't write anything. Like,
but her songs don't sound as good as that, I think.
But that might be because her lyrics suck too.
Well, her lyrics definitely suck, and I think it's super noticeable. But some of her songs do sound pretty good. I will say some of her songs do sound pretty good. She's definitely carried by her voice.
Yeah.
Like I think she has a pretty good voice. What do you think, Sean? Casey says she loves
Grande?
it. Truth, what's up, Truth?
I fuck with Ariana.
You do? You like Ariana Grande?
I haven't listened to her in a while. I used to listen to her a lot. I think she's better than Taylor Swift.
Okay, do you like her when she's Italian, black, or Asian?
Dude, I don't see color.
Oh my god.
I only see Ariana.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So yes, Casey, I was getting ready. It is a South African artist and civil rights activist. Yes, I wasn't gonna give the whole spiel. Thank you for the research. Yes, that is it. So it is a song about Mama Africa.
So
Miriam Makeba.
We could make a song that just says NickyBato, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
And it would smack.
It would smack. Yeah, it would smack.
The vibes is good, dude.
Oh, NickyBato.
NickyBato.
Dude, yeah, get on the remix.
And I think like a good allegory to it is like martial arts. Because what is martial arts?
What a great slide in.
A trick for weak people to be strong. You know what I mean? Because like you see martial artists, it's never like a huge buff dude. It's always like a fit Asian guy.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
If someone steps to you and they say, I have a black belt, you go, okay. I have a pack of gum in my pocket if we're saying stuff that doesn't matter.
And I'm not saying that like that the martial arts themselves aren't real or like practical or whatever. I'm saying that it enables people who aren't as strong, you know what I mean, like crazy built to where that skill wouldn't matter. It enables them to compete on the same level, right? And maybe this is just Baki viewer brain, but there's a bit where he calls it tricks that the whole world plays so they can be as strong as like the strongest person.
Right. I think you said it means something, the martial arts. Because I don't think it means anything. My little brother's 10 and he has a green belt. I'd whoop his ass.
Well, I don't mean like that. Yeah. Well, that's an overwhelming difference in strength, I guess, right? That can't be overcome with there's a limit. So that's what I'm saying. There's a limit to where the good songwriting can take you. If you're up against the Makeba, man, come on. I don't know if you're a black belt in songwriting. It's like why don't you write it in a book? You know what I mean? Write a book. Don't try and be a part-timer in the song category.
But I think belts too, you just do like 2 weeks and you go, can I do the next belt? And they go, yeah, it's $20.
Well, Shawn is a legit martial artist.
Well, thanks for
Some would say.
you let me shit on it.
But it's part of the
right.
show. I put myself on the cross with the song opinion, you know?
But no one here's a songwriter.
Yes. So Shawn,
You don't listen to my Spotify?
yeah. You do the martial arts. You're a martial artist, Shawn, correct?
Sure. Some
Is that
would
true
say
to
that. Sure.
What do you do? What do you practice? What's your school?
Mostly I just scoot on the ground a lot.
Is that Scootism?
Yeah, scootism. Yeah, that's another ism. I do jujitsu-ism.
There you go. So
I also did Muay Thai for 1 week.
1 week? What happened?
I hurt my ankle the week before I started Muay Thai. Someone popped my ankle. And then I thought it was fine, and I did Muay Thai, and then I made my ankle worse, so I never did Muay Thai ever again. But I really like Muay Thai.
Isn't that the best
It's
when
really
you're
fun.
doing physical activity and you get hurt? I think you're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've reached my limit. I peaked.
Bring in the helicopter.
You know, I always think about that. You know, when someone gets hurt in a game and they're like signal to the bench like this,
Yeah.
that must be the best feeling in the world for them, right? They're like, I need to come. The endorphins you get from that. Oh man.
Shawn, I don't know about this debate much. I'm not much educated on it because I've never had plans to do this. So it doesn't never matter to me. What do you think about crackers visiting Hawaii?
Crackers with 3 Ks. there's a big difference, you know. Just the singular K, it's like okay, a little annoying, but the 3 Ks.
There's already 1K in cracker. I mean,
Let's say the umbrella term.
the umbrella
fits
term.
more
all
in it. Yeah.
We're talking about the sleeve of saltines.
I don't know. I prefer they don't come here.
that's the answer I was looking for.
I try to word this as politely as possible
don't
to my
be polite.
cracker brothers and sisters out there.
Stay the fuck out of Hawaii. That's word to Madrone too.
No, he's honorary, dude. He can stay.
Madrona's honorary. He came up. He came up with us.
Madrone has this funny thing. He told me he was like poor in California when he was living in there. Then he came as like a little kid, and then he said like in California they would eat like these dry ramen packs, and poor kids would just eat it straight. And then he came to like where I'm from, and the kids do that too. He's like, dude, I'm home. I was like, oh, dude, it's a universal poor thing. I didn't know.
It's nutritious and delicious.
No, it's
Exactly, dude.
Because imagine like you look out your window one day and you see a bunch of crackers playing like pickleball or something. You're like, keep that in the fucking mainland, you know?
It's pickleball. Is it like
It's tennis it's like fake tennis. It's like if you want to feel like you know when people go for walks around the block?
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? It's like that.
It's not the same thing as cornhole, right?
No, cornhole's actually pretty cool. We'll give them that.
Yeah, no, I play cornhole. I really like cornhole.
Cornhole is fire.
Pickleball is tennis with giant rackets and like a helium ball that doesn't go on the ground. Like
it's like
just...
playing that game with like a balloon where you're not trying to let it
Yeah,
in.
it's basically that.
that kids game.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're playing that at every like family party.
Dude, they should add the kid balloon game to the Olympics before pickleball. I think that would send a message.
I'm sweeping if they added that.
We could probably enter as a cornhole team.
We could. We were nice.
We were nice. They should have cornhole and beer pong and
It's like it'd be funny if they had beer pong and they still test for like substance abuse.
This man is drunk. He's eliminated.
Yeah, like we're still calling it beer pong because that's the name of the sport. But
yeah. This guy isn't messed up enough. We need to get him another Bud Light.
What up, Ash?
there was supposed to be like, I don't know if it happened yet, but there's supposed to be like a knockoff version of Olympics where like instead of not testing for drugs, they encourage you to do all the drugs you possibly can. I don't know if that happened yet.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, that seemed pretty interesting to watch.
Like, wait, they're encouraging you to be on like performance enhancers, or they're encouraging you like on like recreational
state of mind.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe they don't. Maybe they really don't care. It's like, oh, you're on meth. That's cool, dude.
yeah. Oh, ketamine right there. Sign in.
And you're like, oh, you're on marijuana? I don't know. You might want to do something more, but okay.
Yeah, this is a little weak of you. The Open was last week. All right, this is invitational, baby.
It's like Russian athletes can't represent Russia in the Olympics because they got like banned for a doping scandal. So they just gotta call themselves like the guys from Russia or something. Like they're not the Russian.
Yeah, I don't
team.
remember what they're called.
Yeah.
But,
Wait,
yeah, because they somehow they somehow managed to like fucking like bypass the doping system.
Yeah. So they're not
Which is, like,
technically
very hard to
representing
pass.
Russia, but they're Russian. Like, I mean, if any guy could just enter the Olympics, right?
That's not.
Wait, can you find out what they're called? What are Russian Olympic athletes called, maybe?
Athletes. Let's see.
Oh, ROC. Yeah, they're called the
Russian
Olympic Committee.
There's still the name, so I don't know how much of a gotcha it is.
But the logo when they perform is the Olympic logo. It's not the Russian flag.
Oh my gosh! Here, let me put this on the screen. That's not so. It's like, it's just that these are the.
That is Russian, yeah.
That is like the Russian flag just on the Olympic thing. What the hell? Dylan says that AOC bit their whole flow. The ROC. This is insane. So it was. Wait, they're suspended now.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. They just couldn't stop, I guess.
Because now there's EOC. This is insane. So it looks like, did Russia just? It said they created it in 1911.
Was their backup
this was
plan.
in the bank.
Yeah.
This was in the bank for the whole century.
Everyone knew.
They decided in 1910 they were going to be doping.
Yeah.
And they needed a backup.
The doping tech is really taking. We're winning the dope race.
All right, if I had to make a guess, why that exists in 1911, it's probably because the Russian Empire got overthrown.
And so they rebranded the Olympic.
Yeah, for like losers who love the monarchy and don't want to be communist.
Yeah.
Now we're cooking.
Hell yeah.
I'm just the real Sean.
I'm just making an assumption. I don't actually know why it
giving all
exists in
these-
1911.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, Sean. On this show, we just say what we feel.
He's giving all these corporate answers, and in a while he's like,
That's it.
Also, I feel like Joe Biden might be Asian.
You think Joe Biden's
"This is a
Asian?
take. I've never heard this one."
Oh, I thought we were shooting from the hip. I'll reel it back in.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. We see you and we want to know. We want to know what made you. How did you find out? Because we've known for a while, but I want to know how you found out. Yeah.
Dude, I just going off with the vibes, dude.
The vibes. He's got Asian vibes. You think? Was that just because you saw an AI of him speaking in
I was about speaking Chinese.
speaking Chinese? Yeah.
I'm Joe Biden and I love Xi Jinping.
Yeah. Well, the soda, he wasn't speaking Japanese. You know, when he said soda, he meant real soda, I think. Or maybe it was Japanese.
What are you talking about?
You know when he goes soda?
He's saying Minnesota.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that AI?
Yeah.
They're just cutting out the Minna part.
No, I'm talking about that. You might think that if it's out of context, just the soda was Japanese, and that's where you got the Asian vibe.
I
from.
think you got to be really addicted to anime and hentai to think that.
Well, that's why I asked you.
Yeah, someone addicted to that, I can tell you. Look, there's addiction, and then there's like surpassing addiction. That's where I'm at. I'm a step above it.
Krebs says he said Minnesota LMFA. You're flooding it with misinformation. You're flooding chat with misinformation. What do we just said? As soon as the vibe hits, that's fact. We need to. we can't. You know, have all these discrepancies.
I don't think we've ever fact checked on this show. I think we.
I don't think we are.
I think all we've done is search to read.
Well, why would you fact check? We always say facts on here.
Yeah.
If an internet search disagrees with what we say, we go, no, that's fake.
That's fake.
Yeah, dude, it's fake news, bro.
So if we came to Hawaii, would you vouch for us, or would you say these white men are dangerous?
I would have to go dark on my social media till you leave. Like Sean wasn't posted for 2 weeks.
Does we'll ask you for the both. Do we each get the shaka pass? Are we allowed to throw the shaka?
The whole world does it, so whatever.
Oh, okay.
You know what I found out? I found out from watching from YouTube that like shaka in Japanese is like the onomatopoeia for like shaking stuff.
Oh.
And there's like a lot of Japanese like loan words and immigrants in a way, so I think that's where it actually comes from. Because you know, the shaka is like you're supposed to shake it.
I thought this was a telephone.
That's what the emoji is, right? It's called like "call me" or something.
The emoji is called "call me."
Yeah, but like I'm pretty sure everyone uses it as like the shaka though.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Really funny. The other day, Madrone went to send me a shaka, and he typed in on Discord :shaka to make it come up, and the emoji did come up, but then it just came up.
Interesting.
It came up by the name, like it still says the name. Call me, whatever, or whatever.
That's interesting. I should try that.
Really crazy. Really crazy. I only ask because yes, Nick is spicy white, so.
Yeah, I'm good.
What does that mean? He's Albanian?
Let's not muddy this up.
Is that too spicy?
You
Come on, where's my Dua Lipa fans out there? Come on.
We need Albanian and Dita in chat.
You might need to get your fake gunkle to vouch for you.
My fake
go to
uncle to
Hawaii,
vouch
yeah.
for what would he have?
It's just that you're not totally white, you know.
My uncle would be the one to vouch. Why?
I don't know.
1/5 Albanian.
Krebs says it looks like a shake weight. It's a shaka weight. Come on. Not a shake weight. All right.
What's that shake? Is that thing? Is that thing where you hold it and it would shake and you're supposed to like exercise your arms doing that?
It was
Is that what the
shaka,
shake weight
Sean.
is?
It was shaka, but yes, that is it.
I don't think they make those anymore.
Sean had a great idea. Also, what's up, Rachel?
Rachel, what's up, legend? How are you?
Sean had a great idea. He tweeted it.
Oh.
And
reading my tweets.
I loved it. It was churches without all the church stuff. It's just a bunch of people on Sunday morning.
Technically not my tweet, but
it was your tweet. I responded to it.
I like quote tweeted with my own thing, but the original wasn't me.
It's a great idea. You gotta own it.
Yeah, just take credit, Sean.
Well, I quoted that like I told my friend I had an idea for that a long time ago. My tweet was it reminded me. I told my friends like, oh, I think like you can get people politically active if you had it like a church setting, but like it wasn't God and stuff. And then he told me like, oh, it sounds like you want to start a cult. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I won't do that.
But I don't think it needs to be any ideology. It should just be a place people hang out on Sunday mornings. Like the whole town, it's like we're all gonna hang out at 9 a.m. on Sunday. And I know what you're thinking. The easy thing that people always say is, that's just called hanging out. You can already do that, and it's fucking not, okay? It's not, because I feel like I would love church without all the hymns and the
church is awesome.
reading.
It's like a strong community and stuff.
Right? Church kind of fucks.
Yeah,
So,
the only issue is there's like, well, also there's this guy in the sky and he hates you. It's like, oh, okay. But he also loves you, so you should love him back. Oh, okay. But if you don't love him back, he hates you. It's like, oh, okay.
I never got the hate thing because I know plenty of real people who hate me. Why would I need God to hate me? I already deal with the guilt all the time.
I don't get the whole God. Oh, God hates you thing. The Rachel does say church without him is just chilling and eating pound cake and
Exactly.
gossiping. Well, that's what I said before on this thing. Is like it's just remember we were talking about just getting coffee. That's what it is. You're just
No, but
coffee.
it's the whole town getting coffee.
No, I'm not downplaying. I'm not arguing. I'm saying that I've contributed to this idea before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is actually Sabato's idea. He came
With
up
the
with
idea
this.
of getting coffee with your boy.
No, I came up with the first church. That's why I was confused about the God hates you stuff. It's like, well, no, God just wants you to have breakfast. I didn't.
We talked about this with Jess, sort of. I wish I was addicted to something, because those meetings are probably so fun,
Well, you can make up an addiction.
For a little bit, but then they'd start to notice.
They start.
This guy's not legit.
So it would be awesome, right? Because that's like in other countries and stuff, they have like bars and things that are just like not really like bars that you go in and sit down. They're just like areas where like everyone in the whole town just like congregates like all day, anytime.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Other countries have like cities that are structured where you can walk around and they don't hate you if you have something that's not just a strict business so you can hang out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh, you just want to chill here for an hour? That's cool. In America, it's like, oh, sorry, we love cars, so we design our cities to have nothing unless you can drive there. So fuck you.
We're reinventing public space that you don't have to pay to be in.
Yeah. Well, we need to go more horizontal. If we build more vertical, I need a jetpack or something to get up there, you know?
We should do the opposite. We should do like you do vertical, but you go under the ground. There's like a lot of lost potential there.
You're so right. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, they should hire me to make decisions.
Bato, you ever been to like an event?
No.
You ever been to
Any
an
event?
Yeah.
I'm just like
What kind of event? You're saying like in a big gathering of a ton of different people?
just an event. Have you ever been to one?
Of course,
When
yeah.
you're there, when it's over, aren't you a little sad? Because you're like, because you don't know when the next event
It was
is.
so eventful, now
Yeah.
I'm eventless.
Yeah, go back to
should
my
be-
shady life.
There should be an event every Sunday.
Yeah.
You don't. I love this idea. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean, for the idea. We need to have the church of well,
No,
that's
see, I knew as soon as we came up with it, you'd try to seize power immediately.
you didn't even hear what I was gonna say.
No, you're right.
Fuck you, man.
Let's hear him
I
out.
was gonna say that.
I thought you were gonna say we should all worship Bato.
What? How would I say that? I wasn't even gonna say NickyBato. I was gonna say we should have the church of cornhole and vibes. And you
that's a
cut me.
good church.
Yeah, no, fuck you. Because
No,
I would be worshiping
But
cornhole. You're right. You're right.
I think we need to keep it as neutral as possible. Because
Okay, so vibes.
you are presenting a bit of an ideology with cornhole. I feel that still gets pretty muddy.
You think that I'm so self-absorbed that I would say the Church of Bato. Oh my god.
I would attend the Church of Bato.
Thanks, Sean.
It would
Alright, I'll send you a link.
A link? Yeah,
Yeah,
where's the church's
subscription's
link?
free and you pay per post.
No, per post.
And there is corn. Never mind.
No corner, just beer pong without the beer.
Pickleball. That's it.
I'd have to Judas that shit.
You have to Judas that. You know, Judas sold out for 30 pieces of silver or whatever. What would
Yeah.
you sell out for?
Oh, I've told you this. I'd sell it for anything.
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 What was I gonna say? Well, first of all, it's pretty cool. We're going up against playoff football for the next 3 weeks. Because we don't back down when there's big events on TV.
Never. We were we were talking about the Olympics earlier. I did that during The Last Dance when The Last Dance was coming out. I did that every week.
You
Like,
said you were gonna have
you know what?
Olympics too, and you never did it.
Winter is coming. Winter Olympics is coming. Don't worry. It's gonna be bigger.
Dude, I only started posting on Twitter because of that. I made my Twitter account 2 years before to promote the Twitch that I gave up on, and then it was just doing nothing. And they're like, I'm doing this crazy thing called the Olympics. It's like, oh, okay, I'll figure out Twitter and comment on your stuff, I guess.
Thank you so much.
And then Black Lives Matter happened. I was like, oh, it's cool to just talk about politics on here. Yeah, dude, fuck crackers.
and you've blown up.
You
on Twitter,
you
dude.
found your
You
opening.
blew up so fast.
Once you got the green light to hate on crackers,
Yeah,
it was over.
I know it's it. That's the cheat code.
That was like giving Jordan his first pair of sneakers.
Yeah, I was even testing the waters at first too. I was like, I don't know how like bannable this stuff is. I was like, maybe we should reform the police. LOL. And I was like, no, I see people saying way worse shit. Yeah, fuck the cops, dude.
Yeah, there you go. You were like dipping toes in at first. I remember that, and then it went to like asterisk words. You're like K star LL, all policemen.
It started with, who here is against racism?
Yeah.
Dude, to quote Martin Luther King, I have a dream, and I'm like, dude, I'm Malcolm X, bitch.
Yeah. What the HE double hockey sticks is going on in this country? That's what I want to know.
Speaking of discourse, Sean, what do you think is the most absurd discourse you see regularly?
Oh my god, you guys have no idea.
Oh boy, what is it?
Yeah,
What
it's
is
like
it?
it's like that meme. I don't know if you see. There's a meme of like a guy. He's got like the 1,000-yard stare, and there's like fucking the war going on behind him. That's like me if you ask me to talk about discourse. It's not. I've seen shit, dude.
Give us the biggest eye roll off the top of your head.
There's people who think that you should biologically engineer all carnivores so that they only eat plants and vegetables.
Oh yeah, hold on. Because I think
He's like, hang on, they have a point.
an incurious mind would laugh at that, right?
Well, if you want to look more into it, it's called anti-predation. That's what it's called.
What's the? So I get it. It's just so then no animal suffers painfully.
Yeah, so no animals suffer, but like if you just poke any holes in it, it's like, well, like there's carnivores. The purpose for carnivores is that they eat like the herbivores, and if there's no one to do that, then the population blooms and they eat all the fucking plants and the environment gets worse. That's the first thing I can think of. The second thing is like you're making the moral argument is like, oh, it's bad because it's fucked up that these animals are eating these other animals. That's morally wrong, so we got to stop that. It's like, isn't it morally wrong to like forcefully splice these animals' genes and force them to like eat a certain way?
Jeez Louise. Oh,
Like, I think the moral argument is the weakest part of that.
yeah.
Well, also,
What's the other?
can you
angle?
assign morals to animals?
Yeah. How can you?
Yeah, that's another thing. I don't think you can, because like the anti-predation crowd is like, oh, it's like to not want to do anti-predation, that's like anthropocentric. But it's like, how is it not anthropocentric to put your human values on like these animals? You don't even know how intelligent they are. Like, but if you could magically give them the intelligence of a human, you think it's like, okay, now that we can communicate with each other like perfectly fine, I'm gonna fuck up your autonomy and splice your genes. You're only gonna eat fucking tomatoes, bitch. Like, you think he's gonna be okay with that?
Yeah.
He's like, no, I like eating meat. Why would you do that to me? Like,
You're imposing your will on another species. Like, it's ridiculous.
Are the defenders of this really ardent about it? Like, are there like, just say you fucking hate animals and go, or something like that? Like,
there's this one guy, he does like, let me see if I can find him. Let me see if I can remember the right words to find him, because I've posted about him before.
While you're pulling that up, Sean, Liquid VHS, thank you so much for the follow. You're dripping with me show. We really appreciate you, Legend. They say, do deers know about Aristotle?
Not yet, but we can help them.
Well, once we get them off of plants, because what's going to happen is the carnivores are going to eat all the plants. Now the herbivores are going to have to eat something different. What do you think we're going to have to make them eat?
We could. Like, what if we all
I don't
ate
think I can find it.
grass?
What if we all ate grass?
We all ate grass. What's wrong with that? You know, that's what Tom Brady does.
Tom
It's
Brady
called
just
the
eats-
TB12 method. He was breaking it down. He was like, I eat no red meats. I was like, that's cool. He went no vegetables. I was like, that seems weird.
Yeah, dude. He's probably anti-predation gang.
Brandon is here. Brandon says, I've been lurking, just haven't said hi yet. Legend, thank you for coming through, Brandon. We can all eat bugs, crickets, or tasty. They are. The chapulín is really
But then
nice.
bugs are suffering.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
Because I think after
It doesn't solve.
even if we get everyone on plants, all animals on plants, eventually we'll start discussing if plants are sentient, and then the whole thing gets thrown out.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, you should probably if everyone just ate plants, that would be a good thing. But that's like, I don't know, that's like humans deciding to do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
humans
like, I
probably
don't-
should.
Yeah, I don't think you should force like a coyote to do that. Because if you force all the animals that eat meat to not eat meat somehow, then it's like, what are you gonna have to do to control the animal population? Is this gonna be humans just like fucking like going on mass safari hunts and killing a fuck ton of
Yeah,
animals
it's all
like all
gonna
the
be
time?
sport. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's like, isn't that also bad?
Why don't we just end? What if in one big like assassination campaign we kill all animals? So they all suffer, but then no other animal.
We
Oh. There you go.
suffers. Yeah.
I think you whipped up a new discourse, dude.
Except we have humans then are forced to only eat plants.
This is how you present it. You have to
We
present
have so
would
much
you,
more space.
Would you rather have someone be consistently mean to you, or just one time really cruel?
Dude, I'm actually
over
starting
the
to.
top cruel.
The wheels are turning on this idea. I think I have something here. That solves climate change because we don't. At that point, even if we're losing land, we have so much left over from all the animals we fucking killed. Who cares? Let's just move in where they lived. This is good, man.
It's funny because it started, you
solved
asked
it.
Sean, what's the discourse that makes you roll your eyes? And now you're like, that's the best thing ever. That's so good.
We just gotta kill every single animal. Yeah, dude, we need to have you starting posting on left Twitter, dude. You're gonna blow up bigger than me, dude.
Hell yeah.
What would I? What's an ist that you would call that?
It is
What's
that
the-
what call you
Yeah.
specifically?
Dude, you make up your own ism.
Man, I don't know. I'm an end animalist.
An end animal.
And animalism, dude.
But I think humans should like
Nikibus.
only eat vegetables and plants, and not because. Well, that was good. And not because about animals, whatever. I just think people are so fucking weird about like their burgers, you know? They're all, like Americans would die for a burger, and it needs this. Like you sound
rightfully
insane,
so.
you know? Like if you can't give up burgers, what can you give up at that point? So I think just on a like it would what's the word called? No one's ever used it. Discipline. It would discipline everyone.
Because I think that is something though. I think that American people are spoiled like that, where they don't, you know what I mean, where they want to do that. But then it's like to pick what you go after for what they're spoiled about. I feel like there's so many things American people are spoiled about that.
Not me.
The burger seems funny to go at. I don't know.
That was because it's the most grotesque people who love burgers, you know?
You know-
I think you've done this. Sorry, Sean. I think
Like, I was just saying, you know what about the burger thing? Like there's even a term that like only Americans use. They're like, oh, like if there's some kind of like TV show or something, and like it sucks ass. Like, yeah, this TV show is a nothing burger, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, why is it the burger in the name?
Unit of measurement in an American's brain.
Burger.
Is a burger.
Dude, just earlier today, you were saying that the Cowboys were getting blown out. They got the 24 burger dropped on them.
Yeah.
A 30 burger? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, dude, we
That
should
game
just
is-
like rewrite the measurement system. You know how we use like inches and like feet, and it's based off some guys like body parts. We should just measure it by burgers.
Burgers. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
burgers and hot dogs, dude.
Quarter pounder. This is Big Mac with bun.
Did you hear?
Pass the quarter pounder ruler, please.
He had diabetes. They had to amputate 3 burgers.
3 burgers of meat off his body. God. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Bree the Hydra in chat. Legend, thanks for coming through. Says, I can't stand a lot of burgers. They're too greasy. They're too greasy.
Mm-hmm. She's preaching. This is the do you know what this is? This is the intellectual crowd, because all the jocks are watching football.
Yeah, this is true.
We just have the scholars, yeah.
Refined discussion here. Casey, thank you so much for gifting that sub to the legend DM Smith. Hell yes, Casey. Thank you so much. Legend.
Burgers. What was I talking about? Burgers. You know, I actually like turkey burgers. So we can grandfather
Are you
that
okay
in.
with turkey?
We're gonna grandfather that one in.
We're gonna change.
We'll keep the turkeys.
Are patties okay? With chicken patty, turkey patty.
Chicken patty, sure, but you're pushing it a little bit. Like, I'll give you it, but
What do you mean?
like
I like
you're-
chicken patties.
It's like you're trying to feel where the line is. I think
I'm trying to help you. You
I
just
think
said you,
chicken
you just said you
patty-
fuck with turkey burgers.
Yeah.
So I said you said we're gonna grandfather it in. Well,
Yeah.
all the way to call it a patty.
Oh, I get what you're saying. I thought you were okay. I get what you're saying. I thought you were saying
No,
we
I'm
should-
not coming for chicken patties.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
yeah.
trying to save turkey burgers.
turkey patties.
Turkey
Okay.
patties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a discourse that I know Sean's an expert on,
Let's hear it.
and I'm not an expert on it, so I would like to do a deep dive if possible.
Let's do
It's
it.
called bedtime abolition. Can we do this one? Can you break this down for us, Sean?
Strap in, everyone.
That's a whole thing, dude.
Here
And
we
this
go.
one is like this one. I see it. I don't. These people are so staunchly like, and they might be right. Because like I say, I don't have an incurious mind.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to hear out anyone's
Let's hear.
opinions on
Yes, I agree.
But these people are serious about it. So let's hear it, Sean.
Yeah, well, bedtime abolition is like, well, the real nuance of it is that like the way that the capitalist system works, it's built around like the workplace. So like it makes it so that you have like a set schedule that everyone has to sleep in, but like that's not how like the human body is supposed to be. I think it's called your circadian rhythm. I might have that word wrong, but like everyone's circadian rhythm.
Yeah.
Circadian, whatever it's called. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like everyone has their own like thing. So like everyone's body is wired differently, but everyone is like forced to like wake up and sleep at like a pretty much universal time. So it like fucks up like everything. And like I don't know, there's more nuance into that. Like there's like a deep history of like fucking clocks and stuff. I don't know. There's like a lot. I can talk about it all day.
Let's
Talk,
hear
yeah,
it. We want
talk,
to hear
talk,
you talk, Sean, because you actually did change your sleep schedule for a long while, right? You were on the, I forget what they call it, if it's like the dichotomous cycles.
I
like the dual
was
cycle.
trying that, but it was like almost impossible to do when you work like a job.
Yeah, because the day is, the work day is screwing it up to your ability
Yeah,
to
it's
sleep
screwing up.
overnight.
But like I felt but like for the brief moment I was doing it, like I felt like way better. I would sleep like twice a day.
That's awesome. I gotta hear this.
Yeah,
so-
some people sleep 3 times a day. There's like different like sleep schedules. Like there's some countries that still have like a holdover because the capitalism like failed them. So like they have good sleep schedules.
That's
like
like-
in Spain. In Spain they call it siesta time. They have like a time in the middle of the day. They just fucking sleep. And
in,
like
in Italy, they do it too. Like
like
they-
Americans go, they're like, what the fuck? Why is the business closed?
Yeah, it's like
I need my
literally-
pizza.
From like when I was over there, like 1 to 4 p.m. everywhere is closed. Everyone's
And they're all
asleep.
just chilling in the
Everyone's-
bed.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're chilling in bed, or I
Awesome.
don't know, they're just like watch TV or whatever. That's like siesta time.
yeah.
So basically, bedtime abolition is just getting rid of the norm that you sleep at night and wake up early.
Yeah, that's the gist of it. And then there's people who are like stupid and like I don't know, they make a bad case for it. I am for it. They're not the way that it's usually presented. It's like the extreme version is like we have to have no fucking time, no clocks. I don't want any of that shit. And it's like, oh, okay, I just like so like the answer to that is always like, oh, they're gonna hang out with friends like, oh, when should I like meet you, dude? You're on your phone, but there's no time. It's like, oh, meet me when the sun is in the middle of the sky. That's a good time to meet. It's
Well,
like, okay.
and you might be asleep then. You.
Yeah.
But I think the bedtime one is fine. But I think the people making the argument about getting rid of time altogether probably don't have much of a social life. If I were to guess.
That's the typical people who are pro bedtime abolition. To be perfectly clear.
Well, it's in the name. Bedtime abolition, not time abolition. Start your own movement.
It should be time. It should be time abolition, actually. Yeah, but everyone just calls it bedtime abolition.
Bedtime abolition, I feel like there's a sleeper agent on the inside trying to undermine it because it sounds like bedtime abolition sounds like something a kid made up on a school night.
A sleeper agent.
Yeah, it's a sleeper agent.
Yeah, a literal sleeper agent.
That is too good. A sleeper agent.
I really used to be against bedtimes.
Yeah.
When I was 9.
Yeah, you matured since then.
I totally F with that, Shawn. The like having 2, some people do 3, like you said. People like spread it out like crazy. It's
yeah, it's most people can't really do it. That's what you see like if you like read them. I don't ever read them anymore. I read them when like I was in high school, maybe when the internet would show you an article. I was like, I guess I'll read that. But if like, oh, this rich famous guy, you know what he does? He wakes up at 5 a.m. every day, and then later in the day he takes a little nap. Is like, oh well, like he's a fucking billionaire. He can afford to live that lifestyle, dude.
Yeah.
There's that
What's
guy,
the Tesla worker? What's his sleep schedule like?
There's that guy who unironically says his days are actually 4 days because he breaks them up into 4 6-hour days. So he said, well, you guys all get 1 day. I have 4 days.
He's working hard, dude.
Man, nothing beats going back to bed though. You remember back in the old days when their fire would go out in the middle of the night and they'd all wake up really cold and then they'd have to start another fire and go back to bed. I wish we were there, man. That was awesome. Sometimes I set alarms in the middle of the night just because I like the rush of waking up and going back to bed.
You have this fantasy about going back to bed.
Yeah.
You're like pulling historical fiction to like support it. It's really funny.
You never thought about that?
No,
I get the feeling though. I never thought of it like that though.
I never thought about it like that. But going back to bed is unmatched. It's much better than going to bed
stinks.
Going back to bed
is undefeated. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what a feeling.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's right up there with taking a huge shit.
Well, that's usually what you do before you go back to bed.
A big old number 2. A number 2 feels fantastic.
Yeah.
Number 1 and number 2 feel fantastic.
So
number 1, all right, we're stretching it.
Let's not money this.
What would make number 1 feel fantastic? Like, oh, dude, my piss burns. Like, what would make that feel good?
I don't know.
I'd like to offer a counter to bedtime abolition.
Okay.
Like I'm losing the argument. This thing.
You just got owned by a 10-year-old online. Like,
so, I guess it would come back to discipline, where it would be like, can we all just get off our fucking phones after 11 o'clock? You know what I mean? Because I feel like, okay, I don't know if there is a thing. Is there any innate part of a human that is wired to go to bed at the normal time because that's when the sun is down? Or is that just pseudoscience?
I think that there is maybe it depends on how you are, but I think it's actually the other way, where if the sun is up, I think that you're less inclined to fall asleep.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
And you get what I...
So,
yeah.
like, our schedules there is some biological reason why society is designed the way it is, you think?
You're
See,
saying with like
I
stars.
pissed him off.
Yeah, yeah. It's like,
He's like going to bed.
bedtime evolution, what the heck? No, they're debunking it. I think that it was made in mind because the sun is like what rouses people and gives the people like
Yeah. It arouses you.
it arouses you. Yeah, it like energizes you to go through it, right?
Right.
And like if you are at nighttime, I think like people don't necessarily go to sleep, right? Because that was the whole thing. Is that I think it is though built around working in the daytime.
Okay,
So you're like
yeah.
trying to work as soon as the sun comes up. That way you can stretch as many work hours. And the work hours were left up to the people originally, maybe, right? And now
Yeah.
it's been sort of like it's under the person you work for's control.
Gotcha. Wait, let's catch up.
And yes.
The best feeling is waking up an hour before your alarm going back to sleep. I disagree. It has to be more than an hour. When it's an hour, in my head, I'm just counting down each minute.
It's a little nervous.
Yeah.
It's nerve-wracking, Brandon.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Because I'm not going to hit REM again in an hour.
Yeah. Personally, as someone who stays up all night, sleeps till 5 p.m., Bree says, it feels amazing waking up when I do that. I just don't believe that people are programmed to sleep when sun goes down. You can sleep, yeah,
You can sleep whenever you want.
whenever you want, baby.
Even while driving, you can
Hell
sleep.
yeah. Yeah. Or text.
Do you know, I might be radical the other way. I wish we need stricter bedtime. Someone needs to get my ass to sleep, man. I wish the government came in and shot you with a dart.
The whole thing with like the being on your phone and stuff, I think that's what it does is that like this is like, you know what I mean? There are things to make the phone's light appear warmer so that it doesn't like, activate you because the sun is, it's really like substitute sunlight almost. It's like in your face all the time, like really like making sure you're awake and glued. So
Yeah.
Just the blue light.
The blue light, yes. The blue light. We need blue light glasses. We need
Some people do that. There's like special light bulbs that like doesn't have the blue light shit or something.
I know people that just got glasses that aren't prescription that are just blue light. I got blue light in these my everydays just because it came with the pair. But people get them non-prescription just blue light glasses.
I have my light. One of my lights is blue. I gotta get a new one. Sean, where'd you just go to take a nap?
Yeah, I took a quick siesta. I messaged Bato. I guess you didn't read because he's illiterate.
Did you message me on Discord, Sean? Sorry.
I did. You might not want to read that message out. It's got a slur in it.
Okay.
Slur's not the right word. It's got a curse word.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, say that.
Well, that's precisely why I didn't pull it up, Sean.
Was it about me?
I don't have it. I don't know.
Oh.
I haven't read it. When I'm in streamer mode, I sort of have it on.
Can you believe this fucking guy?
I texted her, fuck this. I'm going to watch the football game, dude.
Oh, man.
Can we look up what'd you guys call it? The Caucasian cycle?
The circadian rhythm.
The circadian rhythm, yeah.
Yeah, the Caucasian cycle.
The Caucasian cycle.
You know what's weird about like the word Caucasian? It's like it's named after the Caucasus Mountains, but it's for white people. But like most people don't consider that part of Europe, the Caucasus Mountains. Like, I don't understand. I never understood it.
Is that why they call like state voting caucus?
Yeah, dude, that's why only white people could do it.
Well, that's why they call this the circadian rhythm because it's based off the circus, and because as you see, you have a ring, a cycle, a ring, and that's what they call the leader of a circus is a ringleader, right? And the ringling bros ring circus ring.
This is
someone's spinning.
This is your breakthrough. I had the end animalist breakthrough.
You just had the caucus breakthrough.
NickyBato is a place for a lot of breakthroughs.
We have breakthroughs every moment.
We're basically theory writers.
Theorists.
Yeah, when they tell me to read theory, I say, yeah, dude, once a week on Twitch.
Once a week. I'll tell you, the theory repeats roughly every 24 hours times 7 is what it when it repeats. The term circadian comes from the Latin circa, meaning around, and dies, meaning day. Dies. circadias. So, let's see. It's an oscillation that repeats roughly every 24 hours. And circadian rhythms can refer to any process that originates within an organism in response to the environment. Where is the clock? Where's the circadian clock? Do you know where yours is, Sean?
Yeah, I think it's in my sternum.
Sean, let me ask you something. Would you say clocks are inherently fascist?
Only if it's tied with trains. No. You know the thing about the clock thing you're saying earlier about like the government should force you to like go to sleep? That's actually one of the ways that they got peasants used to like clocks. They would hire, they'd pay off churches. So, you know, what does that say about people who run churches? But they pay off churches to ring the church bell at every hour on the hour to like force people to fucking like obey the clock.
I love that, man.
Nuts.
I would have been a great
There you
peasant
go.
back in the day.
Yeah, you're like, this is bullshit, dude. You're like, what do you mean?
Let me get on
now we always know what time it is.
The bell rings, you just go to bed. I mean, that's life, man.
Bell rings, you wake up, you go back to bed.
Yeah.
That's it. Dude,
Yeah, it would have been heaven for you.
I was gonna say Nicky B would be the first one in line to ring the bell. I was like, as soon as I said it, I was like, there's no way you were ringing that bell. There's no way you wanted to ring that bell.
You don't think I'd make a good bell ringer?
You would. You don't want to do that, though.
Oh, okay.
I know you don't want it. I like you said, I think you said it last week, your life is depending on other people to do as much as possible for you as they can. It says that although circadian rhythms are endogenous, they are adjusted to the local environment by external cues called zeitgebers.
Time giver.
We're learning so much here.
Zeitgeber's kind of hard.
You like it?
You call yourself a Zeitgeber? What does that mean? I'm a time giver? That's hard.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, we can go.
Yeah, after this, we should look up N-rays.
N-rays? What's that,
Yeah.
Sean?
Dude, it's this cutting science, man.
Is it on Wikipedia? Because then I'll believe it.
Yeah, it's on Wikipedia. What?
That was the
No, it's on AdolfHitler.org.
That was the funniest, like, grandpa sounding sentence. Is it on Wikipedia?
Is it on the Wikipedia?
What is it, Sean? How do you spell it?
Wait, how do you think you spell it? It's N-ray.
N-ray. Like an X-ray.
Yeah, except the letter N.
I see. These are just fingerprints, Sean. You can't call a fingerprint an N-ray. It's like you're coming up with a goober word for it.
I love when we get scientific. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. So an N-ray. They were initially confirmed by others, but subsequently found to be illusory. It's a
Yeah, it's a pseudoscience thing.
It's a hypothesized form of radiation. What is?
Can you give us
this?
the TLDR?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea. I just remember I found this page one day, and so I like to randomly say it. Yeah, N-rays, am I right?
Well, okay, so it's a fake X-ray, I guess.
Yeah, it was like supposed to be like a super big deal, but then like actual scientists did like actual science on it. I was like, I don't think this is real.
But what was it supposed to do?
Dude,
Like, what was its purpose?
I don't know. Maybe it was supposed to fix bedtimes.
it's crazy how Lord Kelvin this guy's just referred to. Lord Kelvin legend, hell yeah.
Dude, respect his name.
The incident is used as a cautionary tale
Among scientists.
among scientists on the dangers of error introduced by experimenter bias. I thought it was going to be like to scare children or something on Halloween. Never mind. This isn't as... Yeah, it is very crazy.
Well, the funny part is the name. The name is N-ray. That's
The
why it's
name
funny.
is nuts. Oh my god. Brandon in chat says, I do the revenge bedtime procrastination, which is why I operate on like 3 hours of sleep at all times. There you go. We do it, Brandon. You and me, we're built different.
Bato, what's your sleep schedule right now?
Like times or hours?
Times, yeah.
I guess like I'll go to bed like 6 or 7-ish, and I'll try to get up at like noon.
So this is like the middle of the day for you, right?
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
This is like brunch hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, on your 4-day schedule, is this day 2 or 3?
Yeah, this is day. I'm actually on more days than 4 now.
I think instead of a schedule, you should be like a nurse and have ons and offs.
Yeah.
Like 3 days on, you do a 72-hour stream and then you sleep for 3 days.
I would love it. Let's do it. I do think that like all the science of like REM cycles and stuff, like maybe there's truth to that, but like cutting it off at like a specific one, like the 8-hour sleep, which also doesn't line up with the 90-minute like cycles that they say you should have, right? Like
8-hour sleep's a bit excessive
it's
too.
a little bit excessive,
Yeah.
but again, it's like, different people need different things, whatever, but like to cut it off like and say like, oh, you need 8 and whatever, and 8 is already like, because the whole thing is like REM is like 90 minutes, right? Like you're supposed to sleep in increments of 90 minutes. Is that true? Right?
I don't think it has to be so exact.
What's that?
I don't think it has to be so exact.
Well, that's what I'm getting at, Sean. I don't think it has to be so exact, but I think that's what like precise, like the not significant figure, but or whatever, but the precision that they measure it to, like we'll say like, oh, 90-minute increments is like for most people, right? But then they say like, oh, you should do 8 hours. Wouldn't the 90-minute be like 7.5? And either way, it's like, how many 90-minute cycles do you need? I feel like it changes depending on what you did in the day too. So it's like, I don't know.
You know who came up with 8 hours?
Who?
You know who came up with it? Not a bag chaser.
Not a bag
Because
chaser.
you're not serious about your paper. If you're
get
sleeping a third of the day.
If you get 8 hours of sleep, dude, it's get a bag every day. Okay, you're losing money. You're losing money. Okay,
Precisely.
Sean gets it.
I'm a bag chaser.
A bag chaser, hell yeah.
Do you have any more discourse that's funny?
I think saying the word discourse throws me for a loop every time you or someone says it, because to me discourse, I'm like, is that like people just call that discourse, to me I think a discourse is more of a general term, and I feel like it is a general term still, but it specifically means that like stuff that tweeters tweet about.
Yeah.
That's what I get the connotation as now. If you say
like it's an
discourse,
internet term,
why don't we
Yeah.
just call it tweet course? Like it should be a new
It should be X course now, wouldn't it?
X course, yeah, or N course, right? N raise, N course. I'll call it N course. Oh my god!
I mean,
Sure.
there was a time where I was really involved in discourse. I was like, there's nothing. Like, what are we talking about? You know how people are currently hating on Ariana for being a homewrecker? She banged a guy who had a kid and a wife.
No, I have no idea.
Of course you don't, because you live in the real world. Well, I think that's awesome.
I didn't know about that either.
You think that's
think
awesome
it's
that people are
awesome.
talking about, or what she did?
No, what she did.
Yeah,
If
absolutely.
our celebrities can't be a little scummy, we have nothing.
Nada.
Dude,
She's earned it.
I was gonna say, when the haircut man is snipping you shit, do you ever get a little horny? No?
No,
So you're saying it doesn't feel good?
for me, it doesn't.
Like,
It doesn't go one way or the other.
you
I
hear
get
this,
that.
you get hard, right?
Yeah, okay. The ASMR, that's true. Yeah. But not.
I think I'm gonna have to leave again.
And Sean, send me another message I can't read, please.
Yeah, I'll be back in 5 minutes. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
That ASMR, I think, is unmatched. And I'll
it's
tell you
amazing.
what, I've been recommended videos recently.
Oh, hey, Ash. Oh, God. Fuck. Ash is... she does hair.
Well, then she's contributing. You get the ASMRs are like the people that are like, hairstylist snipping, and that's the big one, is the snipping stuff. But it's like, you're not just like watching like babes do that. I got recommended like hour-long videos that I'll sit and like have on for a lot longer than I thought I would have on. It's just like an old Turkish guy with a mustache doing that.
And you'll watch
And I'm
the whole
thing,
thing?
man. Not the whole thing, but like, you know what I mean? You're like, wow, I'm like, you have to like shake yourself awake. It's spellbinding.
What an edge session. That
Yeah.
Going for an hour.
Shibano sent me something which I don't know if he would want me to say it on stream about a barber. I don't know if it would
What,
like
the naked
tarnish his.
barber?
Yeah, the naked barber just like jacks off when he cuts a guy's hair or something. Like,
Oh, it's just like you've seen that guy, the naked barber or whatever. He's like, or there are naked barbers. They're like Dominican guys that just like put their Johnson on you while they cut your hair and stuff.
Oh, I'd be
It's
down with
crazy.
that. I'd totally be down with that.
Well, Ash says that's amazing ASMR, and boom.
What else do we have in topics?
Like, check it out. Let's see. The crazy ass white boys, was that just about them going to Hawaii?
No.
Oh, you have more for crazy ass white boys.
you have an actual list.
We didn't have a list of white boys, just the item. But before we
Talk
get to
about white boys for 30 minutes.
that, Holly says, "Are there other kinds of barbers?" Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Holly, for coming through. Oh my goodness. So, what other kind of crazy white boys?
Okay, so there was a big snowstorm in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Big fucking surprise. Why the fuck does anyone still live there is my question. But there's a big snowstorm in Buffalo. They had to push the Bills playoff game till tomorrow. And the Bills tweeted out, any fan who wants to help shovel, you'll get 20 an hour. Like, for real. They're literally asking fans to help shovel the stadium. It's that bad.
Wow.
But then there's videos of Buffalo people, white boys, while shoveling in this storm, like taking their shirt off and like sliding down the seats and stuff. And I guess it's a fine line. Do you think those are? Oh shit, we got a raid.
Blazing Orange just ran into the party and said, "Thank you so much, Kobe. Total legend. Let's hustle." Sorry, Sean. Here we go. Thank you guys for coming through. Thank you so much, Kobe. I'll give you the shout out right now. Nicky B is just telling us about the crazy old white boys in Buffalo. Continue, Nicky B.
No,
please.
I guess what I'm asking is, does that move you?
What do you mean?
Or do you think there's some? It's not a genuine crazy ass white boy, you know?
Oh, the sliding down the seat?
Do you think it's a bit much?
Cringe.
Like there's it's cringe, right? Yeah.
Cringe.
As someone who considers myself a crazy ass white boy,
Spicy white boy.
I don't. You know how I'm like I'm a big shorts in the winter guy.
Yeah.
Do I do it for show?
No.
Do I ever bring attention to it?
Function.
Thank you.
That's it.
So and like the Chiefs game the other night was record low temperatures, -30 degrees, and the camera kept showing dudes taking their shirts off. And I'm just, you know what I mean?
Put it away.
What the fuck are we doing?
What's your problem? That isn't cool, or it's cringe.
And you know what's funny? The Dolphins quarterback was from Hawaii, and
You're saying he was colder than everyone
that
else?
guy was
because of
colder
that?
than everyone. Yeah, it was like -90 to him. There's a stat on that guy. In games played under 70 degrees, he's 6-13. That's just like a nice fall day.
That's freezing.
They're cold, dude. You guys
Sean.
wouldn't get it.
Sean, what's the temperature in Hawaii right now?
What's the time?
The time is 4:16. The temperature. Does my phone say the temperature? I think it does.
The ASMR cast.
I don't know how to. Oh, it's 76 degrees right now.
That's good.
Do you
76.
participate in American culture at all? Not racistly. I'm saying because
What?
no, if everything's happening at a different time for you, like, does it ever work out that like say like the Oscars are on right now, but it's like the middle of the
I'm a
day
big
for you.
Oscars guy.
Why the fuck would you watch the Oscars in the middle of the day? You like feel alienated from American culture is what I'm saying.
I've always felt different from America. It's just so far away, and I don't know. They just seem different.
Are you grateful?
Now I
for
have a
us?
stronger opinion now from my first opinions on that, but
No,
when I was growing up, like I always felt like that. Now I was like, obviously, it's like America just sucks. So
Oh, I thought you'd be grateful we gave you statehood and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm real grateful that like when they had us vote, when they had the Hawaiians vote for that, and they had only like two options. Well, you want to stay a territory, or you want to be a state? It's like, can we be free? It's like, do you want to be a territory, or do you want to be a
Need a little
state?
more kiss the ring, okay?
Okay, that's actually interesting because I see gaslighting weirdos all the time. Like Hawaii wanted statehood, they voted for it. So
Yeah, because it's better than the other option.
Yeah.
like, do you want to be a state or do you want to be pillaged for all your resources?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's state, I guess.
Yeah. It's like, ooh, I was hoping for the other option. Like, what other option?
Glad you said that. There's a lot of no, because there's a lot of like data people. You know, these people who their whole worldview is fucking data. It's never actually talking to a human. It's just fucking data. They're like the overwhelming majority of Hawaiians want it to be a state, and they say it in such a fucking gaslighty way. I just want to pummel them.
Dude, Hawaii, I feel left out from Hawaiian culture. I want more Hawaiian culture. I'm as far as I can be from Hawaii.
Yeah,
But
I'll send Anahei out towards you.
I can't even get to an Anuhea concert or a J-Book concert. Nothing, dude. They're always doing Napa shows. Like, what the hell? I gotta go to California every time. I might as well just go all the way to Hawaii, which I would like better.
You remember we were watching Lilo and Stitch? We couldn't make heads or tails of it.
Didn't get it. It was going right over our head.
I was like, dude, the dogs are blue. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, well, they like Elvis. Okay. Ollie says New York should be its own country.
Yeah, I think just
There you go.
New York, but not
That's
the
all you
city.
need to
The
know.
city should stay America.
The city should stay America and the rest of New York.
Yeah. New York should be its own country, though. I agree.
Western New York might as well be a different state then. Like the like, I don't know what to call it. There's like the column of the pillar of New York, and then the rafter, the girder.
Why are Western New Yorkers so like fucking proud? You know, what the fuck are you proud of? Wegmans?
Wegman.
You're proud that 60 of you die in a blizzard every year?
Oh my goodness. Kiwi is here. Kiwi says, hi, Nick. Hi, Bato. Hi, guest. The guest is Sean. For everybody that wants to get to know Sean a little better, check Sean out on Twitter. Let me drop the guest command. Oops. Boop, boop, boop.
Only if you really want.
What discourse is Sean up to tonight?
Yeah, what are you up to?
Oh, yeah. Check it out.
Wait, Sean, what is the movie poster you have back there?
I was gonna ask that too.
It's called Epic. It was a movie that came out years ago. It has Beyonce in it, but she's only in it for like 5 minutes.
Oh, I thought it was Happy Feet.
That's a really funny.
No, I should get a Happy
No
Feet.
other posters except Epic.
Really?
Oh, can you even see it good? Like,
Oh, there we go. Thank you, Sean. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
I just realized.
I see.
probably
Okay,
can't-
we see the epic now. I think, or we did for a second. I think it says at the bottom.
Sean, what is your home address?
Yep, and mother's maiden name, and
Can you look up Epic?
you want me to look? Yeah, let's look up epic. Let's look up epic. Epic, epic, epic.
We just wiki the concept of Epic.
Yeah.
It also had Aziz
No.
Ansari.
This cannot be it.
This isn't
This is-
it. This is epic movie.
There's no way Beyonce's in this.
Who is that?
I actually did see this. It was terrible.
You did?
Yeah, it was
Jennifer Coolidge cooked, I bet.
what's up, Kiwi? Thank you for noticing the haircut. Some people didn't as fast.
I do remember. Okay, epic.
It's a search Epic Beyonce.
Oh, there it is.
We only use the Wikipedia search engine, not the Google. Okay,
Yeah,
so
come
we
on.
need to be a little. Here we go. Okay, so this is the poster, and it does give Ice Age vibes. I like how the poster on Wikipedia isn't even like.
Yeah. So Beyonce is the black chick. That's probably obvious.
It's
And
also
then
funny. Sean said
one of
Hal
the
Penn was Aziz Ansari.
Did you?
yeah, no, one of the slugs is Aziz. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought
In
you were
this
talking about
movie, not epic
okay, I thought
movie.
you were talking about the other movie.
Pitbull is in it?
He is. I don't remember that.
I
Oh my
feel
god,
like
who's Pitbull? And Colin Farrell? Okay, this is crazy. Dude, Colin Farrell, Josh Hutcherson, Amanda Seyfried, Christoph Waltz.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was a pretty. I don't know if it was like if it sold well, but it was clearly like meant to be a big movie.
I actually think I think the animated movies is the opposite of real movies. If an animated movie has a stacked cast, it's almost guaranteed to be terrible. Because
Except
they're
for
telling you the cast and not the movie.
except the Studio Ghibli movies, when those got dubbed with like all the high profile actors, that was really cool.
That's true. But let's see how this movie did.
Okay, here we go. Reception. Produced on a budget of 93 million, earned 9.3 on its opening day. Oh, okay, it's getting a little better. Oh, let me just go up and check the revenue right here. I think it should say it.
Wow, it did really well.
It
Made
did
a
really well.
Fucking $250 million.
That's
There we go.
nuts.
It did half as well as the NickyBato movie.
It got a pretty like a 55 5 to 6 out of 10 mostly, it looks like.
So it's like a C tier movie. So it's
But it got
basically
it.
an A tier movie.
A plus grade. What'd you say? A C tier movie?
Yeah, if it gets rated like a C tier, so it's basically a masterpiece.
It's got to be a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Well, if Sean has a poster of it, it's a good movie in my book. I can't believe Stephen Holden of the New York Times said that it was fatally lacking in visceral momentum and dramatic edge.
He's given so much thought to this movie.
Jeez Louise. This is crazy.
Dude, I hate when my
Kids are
kids
not
movie is
gonna fuck with
fatally
this
lacking
movie.
in visceral momentum. Listen, Timmy, you're not gonna like this movie. Tell your
What is-
your 6-year-old son? This stinks. There's no visceral
Why
momentum.
is he lyrical miracling this review? Oh my goodness. It was nominated for a lot. It won Best Sound Editing in an Animated Feature. All right. Mastermind Danny Elfman behind it. Did Beyonce sing in it?
I have no idea. I've only seen it the one time.
You're such a fake Epic fan.
Did they have Blake Anderson in it? The guy from Workaholics? This guy?
Really? He's on? I don't remember, dude. I only seen it when it was on in theaters, and then my movie theater had that poster. And the reason I got the poster is like I'm remembering now. I got the poster because there were like two people who voice acted in the movie, and like they're doing autographs. But then I fucking left and I forgot to get an autograph.
Oh my gosh,
But
no!
I got the poster still.
You should hold on to it. And you
Oh,
might run
I
into them
am.
again one day.
Getting Kristoff.
I got a question.
You are
You
gonna
should do that thing.
That's
You should do
really
that
funny.
thing you've been doing ever since you got the poster.
You know what's crazy is back in the day, I remember one of my cousins, like distant cousins, telling me they had a Aaron Carter poster, right? It was when Aaron Carter was big.
First of all, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Is Aaron Carter dead?
Yeah. He
What?
died in October 2022.
Yeah,
That's really fucked up. Could we look that up?
let's look it up. But I remember my yeah, there it is. November 5th, 2022, Aaron Carter passed, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty wild that like child labor is just legal if it's entertainment.
Yeah,
Like it's grotesque. This poor guy
It's
never
nuts.
stood a chance.
yeah. That
So,
is really sad.
so you had,
the-
but you liked him, so you kind of enabled this.
Okay. You loved him.
How do you live with yourself?
My cousin had an Aaron Carter poster, and she brought it to a concert and said that she got up and tried to catch as much sweat that was falling off him as she could. And I was like, this is unhinged, but like that's pretty cool of you. I respect the hustle. I don't know. I didn't know what to say to her. I was a kid, you know what I mean? Like this was when Aaron Carter was like right big.
I do that
Yeah.
with Doja Cat.
I didn't know how to react. I was just like, mm-hmm. Years active 1995 to 2022.
He was still making music.
Yeah.
How'd he die?
Probably an overdose.
Oh,
Hell
shit.
His body was found in the bathtub. Cause of his death, anatomy. Drowning after inhaling. Yeah, some drugs, some Xanax.
Damn.
Some Xanax, and I'm not sure what this difluoroethane is. Some kind of gas, like a whippet kind of thing, I assume. Used as a propellant for aerosol sprays, so yeah, that kind of thing.
I like outliving celebrities, but not when they're young. It gives you a nice rush when an older celebrity dies, right? Because it's like, well, I couldn't die before them. That would have been ridiculous.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I see that.
You know why I don't want to die surrounded by friends and family?
Why?
Because I have FOMO. So I'll be like, I'll die, and you guys are all gonna be hanging out after.
Yeah, what the hell? You guys are getting lunch?
Yeah.
I was just interred.
Uh,
Bury me with my phone so I can react to your messages from behind.
you know what I didn't like? Aaron Carter did a song with Shaq called "That's How I Beat Shaq,"
Yeah.
and then Aaron Carter dies, and Shaq doesn't even put up a tweet or nothing. It's like he meant
He
nothing
didn't
to him.
acknowledge it?
No, didn't mention it at all.
No way. Really?
Seriously,
That's sad.
that was a great song too.
Yeah, that's a moment. That's like
Yeah, we gotta at Shaq right now.
Yeah, let's get Shaq in here to answer for this, please. Aw, that's really messed up. What the heck?
Yeah.
Because that was like a larger than life moment.
Did that thing just say Aaron Carter has an OnlyFans?
Yeah, it got bad for him at the end.
Yeah. No.
I mean, I wouldn't. Would it be ethical to posthumously subscribe?
I was just about to say we're not pulling it, but we're gonna subscribe to.
Look, I'm just gonna subscribe. I'm not actually gonna look at anything. Show our
What's the
support.
difference between listening to his records and then pulling up his dick? They were both like his art.
I think it's cool, but we're not. There's no way to. I wish that he could still get the money. You know.
Oh yeah.
I wish that we could support him.
That's a good point.
Who are we gonna fund with Aaron Carter? You think Nick Carter gets Aaron Carter's OnlyFans money now?
No, I don't even think they were on speaking terms.
Damn.
Yeah, the Carter family had issues, man.
Damn.
This is like if everything went wrong for Justin Bieber, it would have been Aaron Carter.
Yeah. How old was he? 34?
34. Well, that's actually a pretty good age.
A good age to die.
Yeah, like that's like a.
It's not great.
It's not like the 27 club.
It's not great. Yeah. It's
But no
pretty
one's
good.
like, no, there's no 34 club because at that point it's like, oh, you lived your life.
Yeah. Brandon says a song he came out with later in his career called Sooner or Later is one of my favorites. Also, Aaron's Party's quality music. I know every word. Hell yeah.
He wasn't NSYNC. He was the brother of a guy in Backstreet Boys.
Yes.
He was bigger than his brother.
He was bigger than his brother. Solo artist. He had the Lizzie McGuire collab,
was
right?
insane.
He was
all-
big. The Shaquille O'Neal, dude. He was in Seussical. Oh my gosh, yeah. He was making a ton of dude. He was getting like the Jungkook from BTS feature game right now. That was Aaron
Yeah.
Carter on shows on Nickelodeon. It was insane. The album titled "Oh Aaron," you guys remember this? This is iconic. Look at that.
Him and Sean have the same haircut. That's sick.
You guys do.
We've completely derailed Sean as a guest because we're just gagoing over a minor
fine.
celebrity not many people know. He's just like, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
but back to
Aaron
Sean.
Carter. Put respect on Aaron Carter, dude.
Back to Sean. Back to Sean. What is the other artwork in your room? We see some framed photos.
Oh, the frame that you can probably see is just that's just me playing basketball.
That's sick.
Oh, that's dope. I love that.
Yeah.
and then there's another one which is it's just from the fucking the Christopher Nolan Batman movie.
Not as sick. I prefer.
Yeah. It's like, but the funny thing about that poster is like, let me. Can you see the Batman poster? I don't know if you can see
Yes.
it, but
Yeah, we can see it. We can see it.
yeah. The funny thing about that poster is that like there was a poster that poster frame. There was like a different poster than before, but then I bought that Batman poster when I don't know when the Batman movie came out. I was like, oh, Dad, can like we're gonna like put this in the thing, right? He's like, oh yeah, sure. And then like I don't know what happened to the other poster, but then like years later, like I was looking at it, and then like I noticed, yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but like you can see like there's a kind of like odd extension to like the poster, and that's because like the other poster is underneath that poster. So that's like some Sean Easter eggs in my room right there.
Wow.
Sometimes I feel like a poster. My back's always against the wall.
I thought when you were on Twitter.
Do you think a pillow can ever be dirty? Like, does it matter?
If it's not yellow, it's not a good pillow.
Right, does it matter as long as the pillowcase is clean? What does it matter if the pillow's dirty?
I have something to say about you, Nick.
What?
You lay down on people's bed with reckless abandon.
Okay.
And it's like
It seems like everything I do is reckless abandon.
it's just in consideration to a fault. It's just,
I lay on people's bed too aggressively.
You just lay down on people's bed and put your head on their pillow, like, you know, don't you feel like invasive doing that, you know?
No, I'd welcome my bed to anyone.
I don't think people would want to lay like that.
Don't you like not sleep on your own bed though? Don't you sleep on couches?
My bed's so clean because I
Your
never
bed
sleep
must
on
be
it.
pristine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to sleep on
Joe
his
slept
bed.
in my bed without asking. You remember that?
I do remember that, yeah. I remember Madrone passing out there. But it's what else you do in your bed besides sleeping that has me a little nervous about laying down in your bed.
You know what? This is. I think it's so funny. I think it's so funny when a tangential topic triggers you to bring up this like held down rage.
I'm trying my best.
How often do you get new pillows though? My pillows I got
I don't know.
last May.
Well, I don't think you throw out the pillow ever because it's dirty or whatever. I think sometimes pillows get too flat. Though.
Right, yeah.
That's when you get rid of it. I think that what's the dirtiness that could happen to it? You got pillowcases.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Damn. So I have a thing with doors and I have a thing with beds.
Well, it's just like sometimes it's like, you know, maybe someone just watched their sheets or something that is someone that's been outside, you know, doing their thing all day, you know, and then you lay down on it, it's like, don't worry, it's not the
I'm trying
specific.
to think of whose bed I sleep on.
You can sleep on my bed anytime you want, dude.
Thank you. See, that's a friend.
There you go. That's a friend. There you go. Sean, we're gonna fly are we gonna fly you out or we're gonna fly Nick to you?
You're gonna fly me out to sleep on my bed?
Well, you're gonna bring the bed. The bed you're gonna have to we're gonna actually just fly out the bed.
Bato doesn't like
Yeah,
when
yeah.
people take up space. He wants everyone to feel small.
Mostly. You know what? Yeah. I'm like Larry David. Remember when Larry was like, when you're at people's house, you tiptoe. You don't do it. Oh my gosh. Sean, what music have you been listening to lately?
I've been waiting for your album to drop, dude.
You're waiting for the NickyBato.
Oh, that's
album.
coming.
It's coming very soon. And okay, sorry, we do say sorry to Brandon that we're not wearing the NickyBato shirts right now. They are coming soon. I do want to. It is really funny. We were outside of. I picked Nick up today because his car is at the shop, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we got in the car, and Nick had a bag, and I assumed that the shirts were in it, and we just, you know, he just closed the door, and I said, "Oh, are those the NickyBato shirts?" And he said, "Oh fuck, you know, I forgot him. I said, "Okay, should we go back in?" And he's like, "Nah, we'll get him next." We were right in front of
Well, we were close on time. Because if I went back in, you wouldn't have been able to stop at CVS. And
Yeah.
I got a Diet Coke.
Yeah, Nick, we had to stop at CVS so Nick could get a Diet Coke.
So it was a rash decision.
It was, yeah, it would have been we were really threading the needle there, and that the trip in the house would have made it so that we couldn't go to see. I agree with you there.
Yeah, thank you.
We're dealing with minutes.
And the shirts will still be there next week.
The shirts will be here. We're gonna have the big reveal. Maybe we'll just save them for the 50th episode event.
What episode
Special
is
reveal.
this?
This is 46, I think.
Oh shit.
We're getting close.
You're saying it for number 50? What the hell, dude?
Yeah, now I kind of feel like we should have.
No, you're gonna be part of it too,
Sean in
Sean.
the back pocket.
You're gonna be part of it too. Of course, it's gonna be all inclusive. It's
Oh, thank you.
Sean, do you still identify as a communalist?
I thought you were gonna ask me my pronouns.
Speaking of ists,
It's like my pronouns are he, him.
well, the pronoun for a communalist is like the like daisy in a potted plant, right? Is that what it is? It's like that flower, right?
The emoji.
Yeah.
What's a communalist?
Yeah.
Let's break this down.
Let's break this down, Sean. We're not going to Wikipedia it yet because we want to let you make it up as you go along if you want to.
I'm gonna make it up. Never know what I'm talking about.
When I say make it up, I don't mean make it up. We want to hear like your optimal vision of communalism.
And I don't think
Like, we wanna hear-
Wikipedia gets it right all the time. And I trust Sean on this more than Wikipedia.
Yeah, so Sean, if you
Okay.
And we
if you
need
don't,
to tap into your brain because all we've done so far is make up dumb theories out of our brains.
Yeah, that's fine.
so let's hear it, Sean. What's communalism?
Communalism is when the government does stuff.
Is it?
Yeah. No, the communalism is communalism. The whole idea of communalism is that it's all for direct democracy, but the only way direct democracy can like work is at the communal level. So the politics is just focusing power in the hands of the people in the best means that it can possibly be, which is at the communal level, which is what's called communalism.
So is there like a
Very basic way of describing it.
does that mean there's like no like macro viewpoint in communalism?
Well, it's like it doesn't want individual communities to like operate on their own because that would be stupid for like a variety of reasons, which we can talk about later. But like the communities are going to be linked together through confederations, but then it's like, oh, like wouldn't you have like eventually have to elect like representatives or something, and then there's going to be like you would have like a higher chain that would like go against the people. But the way to go to circumvent that is that when the communities that elect the people, they're just like administrators and they can be recalled at like any time. Like since they're just administrators enacting like the will of their community, they don't actually like, it's not like, you like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and she can do whatever the fuck she wants. It's like, no, you have to do what your community says. Otherwise, like, you're going to get recalled and just going to send another guy or girl or whatever to the overall thing that unites the little communities. So that's what communalism is. I'm sure someone on Twitter would yell at me and say I got it wrong, but
It seems like there'd be a lot
like-
of turnover there. It'd be like it's like a seasonal job, an administrator, because as soon as you pick up once, you're out.
Yeah, well, that'd be the good thing,
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, it draws on a lot of stuff historically. It doesn't draw this entirely, but like in Athens, in like this ancient city-state of Athens, like people could only be elected to office twice in their life, and their terms would only be for 1 year. So that's like a thing that could be done. There's a lot of like ways to do it, but that's the gist of communalism, I guess.
That'd be perfect for a guy like me. I would love the race, but then I'd get tired of it once I'm in.
You're like, your 1 year is good.
All right, put my time.
You don't
in.
need to have any vision for like down the line.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to do it. You don't have to have any vision at all. Just like, I just need to do what like the boys back home want me to
It's
do.
it's a good resume bump.
You were Poughkeepsie administrator for a year? A whole year you brought it to term?
How quickly do you think you'd become corrupt?
Yeah. Well, the corruption would have to be moved faster too, right? Because you don't only have some time to work with.
You'd have to
the
inside
deals
track.
would be
only-
real
yeah.
big.
Only a real hustler could make it.
So that's still your I don't know how to say this, perfect, most perfect version of society.
I don't like subscribe to it 100%, but I think people who
Sure.
subscribe to any ism 100% are fucking stupid.
Of
So,
course, of course.
but yeah, that's still my general outline. I have my own like twists and turns on it. But
Right.
yeah,
But that's
I
like the
think I'm
direction
still a
to head.
communalist. Yeah, I mean it just makes sense, especially like in the modern revolutions that are like actually happening today and not 100 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
it's people that organize like from the ground up, and they specifically like organize into like assemblies because people actually like democracy, contrary to what weirdo communists on Twitter would say. Like, people are fighting for democracy, so they naturally organize that way. The problem is that like they don't organize well enough, obviously, because America still sucks. But yeah, when there's like a revolution, like an actual revolution, not just like people holding signs outside of the New York State government house or whatever. You can look it up. It's called Rojava. It is like an actual revolution based off of like communalist theory in like the Middle East. There's like it's got like millions of people living there and stuff. It's like the actual people like do this stuff. It's just not white people doing it.
So no one
Which is
cares.
why no one talks about it.
Do you what's the gripes with this current revolution? Like, what was the catalyst to it?
It happened during the Arab Spring. Which when was that? That was like 2011, I think. So 2011, the Arab Spring happened in Syria. Um, the Arab Spring happened in Syria, and then in the northeast of Syria, which is where this specific revolution is, like the government like literally like left, so revolutionaries there just like filled in the gaps. Which is how I would think it would go in America if like shit actually hit the fan. Like, the government's gonna leave certain places, and then like, well, the only contention here is like I don't know if there's actually like major organized elements in America, so I don't know if this would happen. But if there is, they would just fill in the gaps where the government leaves. Like, I think that's what you would see in like a scenario where an American Civil War happened or something. Because there's been a civil war in Syria since 2011. I don't know how many years that would be, but like that's from 2011 till now into 2024. So that's like a Syrian civil war, and the Syrian civil war there's like dozens of different factions like all trying to kill each other. And that's I'm pretty sure I think any civil war anywhere, unless it's in some small fuck ass country like Jamaica. Not that shit on Jamaica, but like Jamaica's tiny, like Jamaica, it'd probably be very simple, like just one side versus one side, But like in a big ass country like America, it's gonna be like fucking multiple factions like fighting each other and allying with each other, and then you're gonna have foreign interference. It's like I only bring that up because like there's a lot of like stupid people, like mainly just Republicans actually, but like you see maybe you've seen them, but they're like, oh, the American Civil War, it's gonna be Democrats versus Republicans, and those libtards are fucked because we got the guns. It's like that's it's probably not gonna work like that. But, and even if it did, like if you look at a map of just like where like the states that always vote Democrat, it's like, oh, these are the states on the coast, and they're the richest ones. Wow, I wonder who's gonna win this fight, guys. I don't know. Like, geez, I hope the Civil War goes that way. It'd be a lot easier.
Do you think modern Americans are the worst organizers in the world?
Maybe. I think just people in like the West in general are just pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think it's bad
pathetic.
because like they have like the average person is just so invested in the system, so it's like you got so much to lose, even though really if you think about it, you have like everything to gain. If
Well,
like the world gets better.
Yeah.
In 2020, there was such massive unrest, and then it just resulted in absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it just fills it out because
there wasn't
there's
even,
no
like, a goal or
actual
anything.
organized left here,
Yeah.
which is like that's why I've said like that's what's like, oh, in a civil war, like, well, my only like concern, maybe that's the word, is like I don't know if there's anyone who's gonna fill in the gaps. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, so like my like I do think that some like America's getting, I mean, everyone thinks this, right? America's getting worse. I think it's getting really bad. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad, but like if it does get too bad, I have like no faith. I think it's just gonna be like one like shitty group of people versus an even shittier group of people. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I really don't have any faith in like
Yeah.
the left. And there is a left here. Like you can look it up in Atlanta. There's people there who are like they call it Cop City. Like if you look it up on Twitter, there's like a hashtag Stop Cop City. And Cop City is like this thing where they're trying to build like a police training facility that would train like cops like all across the nation. And like but there's been people there for like at least 2 years now, like doing their best to like stop that. That's why it's called Stop Cop City. So like there are people who like obviously do shit, but it's like I don't know. There's so few and far between. So like obviously yeah. So obviously there would be some stuff, but like I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in it overall.
Is an urban forest a real forest, or is it like the concrete jungle?
An urban forest? Yeah, you mean like New York City?
It says it says the training center will be
Sorry.
built by destroying a vital urban forest.
Yeah, Shaw. So we're on the page, the website, Twitter
yeah,
hashtag. Sorry, it says.
Yeah, they're building it in a forest. That's why there's a forest in
okay.
Atlanta. I don't know how big the forest is.
It's just a galleria. No, I'm joking.
Well,
It's just the urban forest.
I would say if there's one thing cops need and deserve, it's more money and resources.
Yeah.
So, thank God for this.
Jesus.
Yeah, so they've been fighting this. Oh, people have been fighting this for a while.
What would you say if you're a betting man? You think in our lifetime shit's gonna hit the fan?
I do think so. Yeah, I mean,
In like a
I would
fundamental
prefer.
way.
Oh, and like, what do you mean, fundamental?
Like our system would be fundamentally different than what it is now.
Oh man, I would hope so, but I don't know. Honestly, probably not. There's this thing called third worldism. That's another ism for you guys. Third worldism is the idea that like basically, to make it super simple, is that white people are fucking lazy and they're not gonna do anything, so it's the people in the third world that are gonna like do all the revolutionary stuff.
Cook.
I don't think that's like 100% facts, but I don't know. It seems like it.
Like Nick was saying earlier, there was all this unrest in 2020, and all it took to demotivate everyone and appease everyone was to have Joe Biden be president.
Yeah, and then they're like, mission accomplished.
Like, yeah, so like, and now everybody's gonna sit for another decade.
Then his first week
matter
was
what
like,
happens.
I've just passed the infinite police money bill.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Good job, everyone.
You know when when COVID happened, I thought that like shit was gonna hit the fan in like a good way, because like people, and this is gonna sound maybe stupid and probably funny, but like I see it I saw it online and I was hearing it in real life. So I was like, okay, I know this is real. People are feeling something, man. They're like, they're like really mad about this one thing, and the one thing is, where the fuck is my football, dude?
Yeah.
I don't have basketball. I don't have football. You're forcing me to stay inside my fucking house. I don't have any reason to live for. It's like, dude, if they don't get their football, they're gonna go on the streets and they're gonna fuck shit up. And then you know what they did? They gave them their football, dude.
Dude,
That's one of the first things they brought back, dude. They brought back sports, dude.
the January
So
6ers, they were about it. Like, those motherfuckers went to the Capitol. Like, say what you want.
Yeah.
They're
They're about it. Unfortunately, have you seen the video? There's like, I don't know what the cameraman's politics were, but he was filming like at least some of the January 6ers, and like it was like, oh, what happened to you? And the lady's like, she's like crying, like, oh, I got maced. It's like, maced? Like, why'd you get maced? I was in the Capitol building and they maced me. It's like, why'd they mace you? It's like, it's a revolution. What do you mean? We're storming the Capitol. And it's like, oh, what's your name and address?
Yeah.
And it's like, she says her name and she says where she's from. It's like, okay, all right, thank you.
Oh my god.
There was another one. There was like this guy. He was dressed in like fucking full all black like suit, so you probably wouldn't ever know who he is. But then like the FBI would have found out who he was because he took a selfie with his mom. Like he's out there like such mega like went out of his way, like they're not gonna know what I look like, and then like he's just taking selfies with his mom on Facebook.
Respect.
What you
He's like, it's my mom. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I don't know her. Do the Patrick. That's not my wallet.
That's just some lady.
Yeah.
Third worldism. That would be great for a guy like me. Everyone else does all the work. That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
exactly. There's a lot of third worlders who are white. Just throwing that out there.
Nick is just lazy to a fault.
Yeah, it's pretty convenient.
Let's galvanize those third world boys, all right?
Like,
Yeah,
good
let's
job,
have
everyone.
them do all the work.
Then they start killing me. I'm like, what the fuck? Come on, guys.
What did I do? I want to let you come to the first world.
Dude, I was waiting for you guys. You know, the funny thing about third worldism is that, like, the origin of it is that Mao Zedong, you know, the OG guy who ran China, he came up with it. But like, the reason he came up with it, it was like to appease, like, he was building relations with America. So it's like, oh, third worldism, the guys over there, they'll do it from now on. We're done.
Oh my god.
That's like the origins of third worldism, though. I do think there is merit. There is, like, it has a truth in it, but that's like the reason it was concocted, which is funny to me.
Wow.
Yeah,
What's
knowledge.
the most niche ism?
Knowledge.
What's the most niche ism that you give some credit to?
The most niche ism that I give credit to, dude, I don't know. Let's look up the isms on Wikipedia.
I was trying to think.
I'm a 24-hour ismist. I think every business should be open 24/7, 365.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There's this thing called Georgism. It was invented by Henry George. It was a big thing, actually, for a while in the 19th century.
Let's look it up.
But Georgism, the whole thing about Georgism is, like, they only want one tax. They want a land value tax. They don't want any other tax. They think that'll solve, like, literally every single problem ever conceived by man.
They have a chupacabra as their logo.
They say free men too. I could get behind that.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure no one believes in this anymore, but that's an ism I think is kind of cool. It's like, oh yeah, I only pay one tax. All right.
Let's read it. I'd love that.
It's
You know how we have taxes? What if we just had tax?
Yeah, what do you just call it, the tax?
well, it's funny.
you do
Tax,
tax?
is still plural of another word. Tax,
What's the word?
like the push pins. So anyway, the slogan, this is smoking me. Do you see this?
Yeah.
It says the campaign button, which looks pretty crazy. I don't know if you pull up the Wikipedia for Georgism, Sean, says this button from the 1980s in which the cat on the badge refers to a slogan. Do you see the cat? To draw analogy to the land question. What?
This is like something that, like, is lost in translation, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, what's it called? The simple movement? Oh, the single tax movement.
Single tax movement.
The simple.
Simple movement.
We're just simple guys, dude. We just want one tax.
Wait a second. Okay, so this says the green and yellow shield emoji used by Georges Online.
Yeah, there's some people who use it, but like, those are just losers, dude. No one really believes in these.
I want to see communalism if there is if they have the flower emoji.
No, see, that's not gonna say that because, like, I don't have that emoji in my handle anymore because, like, apparently that's, like, people use that to be like, yeah, I'm for Ukraine, which is like, yeah, nothing against Ukraine, but like that was a symbol for a different thing, and now the damn Ukrainians are co-opted it, dude. Can you believe it?
Dude, I looked it up and I clicked the it's the Murray Bookchin communalism, right? Yeah, Murray Bookchin. And it goes to this like little side page. What the heck? Oh,
It's not big enough to get its own.
Municipalism is, I guess, another word for it. But what the hell?
It hasn't caught on yet. It's got no clout.
Where's the? It's crazy that they don't have the emoji. I think, like you said, the Ukraine thing.
It hasn't. Yeah, I kind of talked about it, but like in like the West, like in Europe and like America, like there's not really a lot of like communalists. But like if you look like outside, there's like, you know, there's a lot of communalists, but like they're brown, so.
Gotcha. So,
no one really is really fucking with them.
So let's keep the green and yellow shield emojis in our Twitter names, okay? Moving.
we finally got Sean to cook because we were just
Sean cooked all night.
No. I'm saying like because like I feel like A lot of the convos were led by our bullshit.
we were bullshitting a lot. Yeah, we are sorry for that,
Okay.
Sean.
It's NickyBato, dude.
But Sean has Sean can hang with the funniest of us all. He's got the bits, he's got the goofs, the gaffs, the spoofs, and the laughs. Okay,
I'm an all-around guy, dude.
all around guy.
Next time we do this, I'm gonna have a poster of the George's cat on the door.
The George's Me Show. That's gonna be my new Twitch emote. But legends, that is NickyBato. We are through. Everybody give it up for Sean, the Avatar Shawn. When the world needed him most, he appeared on NickyBato. Sean, can you do a Christian Bale Rachel for us real quick? Just something to go out on. Okay, no, decline.
All right.